For years, Remy Ma and Fat Joe were more than collaborators, they were family. Their bond began in the late 1990s when Joe, already a major name in hip-hop, decided to build something bigger than a music group. That vision became Terror Squad, a crew that felt like home for talented artists, and Remy was one of Joe's brightest discoveries. He signed her, mentored her, and pushed her into the spotlight, convinced she had the fire to dominate the rap game. But now, everything around Remy has erupted into chaos. As tension between Remy Ma and Papoose escalates, Fat Joe has suddenly been pulled into the drama, and Papoose's new girlfriend is making bold moves that are only adding fuel to the fire. What once looked like an unbreakable bond, professionally and personally, is now surrounded by rumors, accusations, and fractured loyalties. According to Papoose, their marriage had been crumbling for years. He came forward with explosive claims, accusing Remy of long-term infidelity and saying he had tried multiple times to end the relationship. The situation intensified when Remy leaked screenshots of text messages between Papoose and professional boxer Clarissa Shields. In those messages, Shields appears to warn Papoose about a situation that could damage his public image, even hinting at a major reveal connected to her upcoming movie release. Fans immediately began questioning the deeper meaning behind these texts. Was this another layer of betrayal? Another secret? Another triangle forming within the chaos? The accusations then spiraled further as Papoose's alleged girlfriend, Clarissa Shields, was accused of threatening Remy, making the conflict even more heated. Remy claimed Papoose had threatened her, tried calling the police, and even planned to release private information as revenge. Papoose denied those allegations but fired back with his own, insisting Remy cheated and revealing that she allegedly spent Christmas 2023 with her rumored boyfriend. To intensify the drama, Papoose posted a picture of Remy with Easy during the holidays, a move that sent fans into a frenzy and reignited the cheating rumors. As all the accusations flooded the internet, Fat Joe's name began circulating too, with many wondering how this messy breakup would affect his longtime bond with Remy. Things then took an even darker turn when Papoose addressed a tense encounter with battle rapper Easy. What looked like a simple handshake, according to Papoose, was actually the spark behind a violent confrontation. In his own words, he said, "I knocked him out because he shook my hand and then slept with my wife." To Papoose, the handshake symbolized trust, and Easy violated it. But Remy wasn't backing down either. She doubled down online, sharing more text conversations between Papoose and Clarissa Shields. She insulted Shields, calling her stupid for getting involved, and even bragged about her own financial success, saying, "I'm the one making money, not Papoose." Her tone came off as cold, even taunting, as if she wanted to make sure everyone knew she was still standing strong. Papoose then responded publicly again, revealing years of emotional pain and accusing Remy of repeated cheating. He expressed that the deepest wound wasn't the betrayal itself, it was the impact on their daughter, whom he had tried to protect from all the chaos. He held on to the hurt silently for as long as he could, but now that everything has blown up, the story has become impossible to contain. Remy, however, dismissed his claims, accusing him of trying to ruin her reputation and painting him as a bitter ex. Her supporters saw her confidence as resilience, while critics said it was arrogance. With each accusation, the feud grew more explosive, turning their private heartbreak into a very public battleground. The conflict is no longer just about love gone wrong, it's a clash of pride, loyalty, and shattered trust. Fans are deeply divided. Some praise Papoose for his honesty, while others criticize him for airing their personal issues online. One thing is certain, this story is far from over, and the fallout continues to spread through every relationship connected to them, including Fat Joe, Clarissa Shields, Easy, and Papoose's new partner. What comes next is anyone's guess, but the damage left behind is undeniable. Remy's supporters saw her unapologetic confidence as strength. To them, her refusal to bow under pressure showed resilience rather than guilt. But behind the scenes, Papoose had reached his breaking point. Exhausted by the constant public battles, he finally opened up in a post that sounded like a final attempt to end the chaos. He revealed that he had asked for a divorce multiple times, but every attempt at settling things privately had been rejected. According to him, Remy preferred to chase attention on social media instead of handling their issues like adults. What bothered him most wasn't the pettiness of online drama, it was the emotional toll it placed on their 6-year-old daughter, who had become an unwilling witness to her family's unraveling. Still, beneath the loud accusations and back-and-forth posts, there was a painful truth hiding in plain sight. Their story wasn't just about betrayal or bruised egos. It was the slow collapse of a love built on trust, now buried under heartbreak. Like an old tree enduring storm after storm, their relationship once stood strong, but the damage had run deep, and its roots were no longer holding. Papoose said it plainly, "For the sake of my daughter, she has to go to school and face this." I stayed quiet for her. His words showed the weight he had been carrying, trying desperately to shield his child from a very public disaster. But even his patience had limits, and remaining silent no longer felt like protection. Meanwhile, Clarissa Shields, the 26-year-old boxer caught in the middle, decided she wasn't staying quiet either. Taking to X, formerly Twitter, she fired off posts dripping with sarcasm. "Misery loves company, baby. I'm just so happy over here." Her tone was smug, mocking Remy's emotional videos and calling the drama clown behavior. Shields even took aim at Remy's age, writing, "I can't believe a 45-year-old woman is crashing out like this," ending the message with a clown emoji. Her posts weren't just responses, they were strategic jabs meant to shift the spotlight and undermine Remy's credibility. Remy, never one to stay silent, clapped back with her signature sharpness. She corrected Shields by saying she wasn't 45 yet, then escalated the tension by posting screenshots of old DMs that appeared to show Shields asking her for fashion advice. That move wasn't just petty retaliation, it was a reminder that Remy still had leverage in this feud. But Shields refused to let the narrative slip from her hands. She struck back harder, calling Remy's actions desperate attempts to stay relevant. To her, the screenshots were nothing but a distraction from the truth. As the feud dragged on, the accusations became louder and more vicious. Shields finally drew a line, calling out Remy directly. "You making fake texts is crazy. You're mad, you're bitter, and you're making yourself look stupid. Just stop it." Her frustration was unmistakable. For Shields, this wasn't just a fight, it was a boundary she refused to let anyone cross. While the adults fired shots at each other, the person suffering the most was the one with the least control, their daughter. She was caught at the center of a storm fueled by pride, resentment, and unresolved pain. Every Instagram post, every tweet, and every accusation would shape how she understood love, trust, and conflict. Would any of them find the closure they desperately needed, or were they destined to stay trapped in this endless cycle of hurt and retaliation? For now, the tensions continue to rise, with Shields returning again and again to defend herself. Her latest response was blunt and unfiltered, dismissing the claims and demanding that Remy stop dragging the feud out. But each exchange only inflamed the situation further, proving just how fragile and volatile everything had become. Clarissa Shields, never one to miss an opportunity, turned the ongoing feud into a platform for her career. Using the controversy as a springboard, she promoted her upcoming fight, scheduled for February 2nd in Flint, Michigan for more heavyweight titles. At the same time, she subtly teased her critics, blending professional announcements with personal jabs. Shields even turned the drama into a punchline with a mock fight announcement. Asterisk, Clarissa Shields vs. Remy Ma, February 2nd, come get your ass hooped. Asterisk, her biting humor reframed the chaos as if it were a boxing match, highlighting the absurdity of the public conflict while keeping the attention on herself. She later called out what she saw as contradictions in Remy's behavior, writing asterisk, "If I'm not the only one, why the hell are you tagging me?" Asterisk, positioning herself as someone merely caught in the crossfire. Remy, never one to back down, responded fiercely. She alleged that Papoose had privately insulted Shields, telling her, "I'd never hit you because you're ugly," asterisk, in an attempt to publicly undermine Shields' confidence. Remy followed up by sharing intimate posts and commentary, portraying Shields as desperate despite her professional success. Yet Shields remained unfazed, emphasizing her focus on her upcoming fight and refusing to let the drama derail her career. Social media amplified every move. Fans quickly turned the feud into a spectacle, debating online and choosing sides. Papoose found himself trapped in the middle, unable to escape the chaos while simply trying to focus on his daughter. The personal conflict had become public entertainment, leaving him powerless to restore peace. As the drama spiraled, the feud became less about the initial disputes and more about pride, ego, and winning the narrative. Each new post added another layer to the tangled story, which now read like a cautionary tale of love, betrayal, and the dangers of letting private conflicts play out publicly. Meanwhile, questions emerged about Fat Joe's perspective. With whispers of past gang affiliations and unwavering loyalty to Remy Ma, his name inevitably became linked to the chaos. Known for his credibility on the streets, Joe's reputation had been acknowledged by legends like Tony Yayo and even 50 Cent. He commanded respect not only for his music but for surviving and thriving in the harsh realities of street life. Stories of gang wars, shootouts, and leading the terror squad added to his mystique. Some insiders suggest Joe's influence extended far beyond the Bronx, potentially reaching shadowy figures and even circles that law enforcement wouldn't touch. While these claims remain unverified, they contribute to his aura of power, a figure whose reach and legacy stretch into realms most fans could never imagine. Even during past feuds such as with 50 Cent, there was grudging acknowledgement of Joe's influence. Despite intense competition, 50 Cent admitted respect for Joe's loyalty and street authority, highlighting a power few could challenge. This combination of professional success, street credibility, and shadowy influence meant that Papoose, caught in the middle of the Remy Shields feud, faced an almost insurmountable challenge. The drama wasn't just personal, it was entangled with powerful networks, public perception, and reputations built over decades. In this environment, every move carried weight, and every misstep could have consequences far beyond social media arguments. For decades, Fat Joe and Remy Ma have been more than just collaborators. They've been a family bound by shared experiences, loyalty, and the highs and lows of the hip-hop world. Their connection dates back to the late 1990s, when Joe, already a heavyweight in the rap game, recognized Remy's raw talent and fiery determination. It wasn't just about music. Joe saw a star in the making, someone who could dominate the industry with the right guidance. That's how Terror Squad came into existence, a crew that became a second family for artists who needed support, mentorship, and opportunity. Throughout the years, their relationship survived the pressures of fame, competition, and public scrutiny. Fat Joe's guidance helped Remy navigate the notoriously difficult music industry, giving her the visibility and platform she needed to thrive. He treated her like a sister, and their bond seemed unshakable. But as the years passed, a new wave of tension emerged, this time centered around Remy's husband, Papoose, and the controversy spilling over from their personal lives into the public eye. The drama escalated quickly, drawing in social media, fans, and industry insiders alike. Papoose publicly accused Remy of infidelity, claiming that their marriage had been compromised for years. Allegations of secret relationships, leaked screenshots, and controversial text messages further fueled the fire. Among those implicated in the feud was professional boxer Clarissa Shields, whose involvement added yet another layer to an already tangled web. Shields, quick to seize the moment, turned the conflict into a platform for her career, promoting her upcoming February fight while subtly taking shots at Remy and her family. Fans quickly divided into factions, with some supporting Remy, others siding with Papoose, and a third group watching the drama unfold like a reality television spectacle. But in the midst of all this, one figure who had remained relatively silent until recently was Fat Joe. Known for his street credibility, loyalty, and ability to navigate complex situations, Joe's eventual response was highly anticipated. When he finally spoke, it was clear that his words carried weight, not just as a legendary rapper but as someone who commands respect both in the music industry and beyond. In a statement that immediately made headlines, Fat Joe addressed Papoose's threats against Remy Ma, his tone direct and uncompromising. "It's over for you." Those words were more than just a declaration. They were a warning, a line drawn in the sand, signaling that any attempt to intimidate, manipulate, or publicly shame Remy would not be tolerated. Joe's response wasn't merely emotional, it was strategic, rooted in years of experience navigating feuds, loyalty, and the complex interplay between personal and professional relationships in hip-hop. To understand the significance of Fat Joe's statement, it's important to revisit the context of the feud. Papoose, frustrated and emotionally charged, had taken to social media to voice his grievances. He claimed that Remy's alleged actions had betrayed him repeatedly, painting a picture of personal heartbreak and public humiliation. Screenshots, social media posts, and interviews all became fodder for fans to dissect. But the escalation wasn't limited to personal accusations, it began affecting professional reputations, alliances, and the way the hip-hop community viewed everyone involved. Clarissa Shields' involvement complicated the narrative even further.